napkins and stuff. I looked around and didn't bring that towel. I thought I did. On the micro level, they are spending millions of dollars in what is called nanotechnology. Nanotechnology. And that is because the war that is being fought is on such an invisible level. And so what you're going to have to understand here is, you're going to have to understand that what we're dealing with at this particular time here is not that which is apparent. Anything that is apparent, there's something behind it when we get into this esoteric stuff in a few seconds. In a few seconds. So on the micro level, in the microscopic level, that's where the war is being fought. Just remember disease and a lot of things that's going down. Now that means also too that is why everything is antibacterial. You know, antibacterial soap, antibacterial spray. All the stuff is antibacterial, and it had a rise in the 1990s, and it has something to do with the rise of consciousness. What that is the other world appearing into this world and overlapping. So the physical world that used to be strong because the spiritual world had diminished to a certain level, the spirit world now is becoming increasingly strong, and the physical world is eroding. So the first thing to look out is, things spoiling, things, you can't, meats and all types of things, getting salmonella poison and all that type of stuff. A lot of that is the spirit world coming into being. Another thing is microscopic healing. A lot of people are getting cut and burned, and the stuff heals up in 2 or 3 days. Anybody got this shit happening? Anybody got this happening where you cut your finger, or you cut your finger or something like that in 2 or 3 days? Anybody has been witnessing this? And in about 2 or 3 days is healing. That is because we are witnessing a change in the molecular structure of the planet, and things are happening. You know what I'm saying? I sliced my arm to the fucking white meat 2 months ago. And then on a Sunday, the next Sunday it was completely healed. You see, what's completely healed. So these are things that's actually happening on the healing process. But it's happening more in people who are conscious. And it's happening in you particular ones that you're going to have to go above the human level. So we're going to get into all that in a few minutes. But this is very interesting. This is very interesting that you have those ghost ships. Check out the movie Ghost Ship. There's a movie that came out last year. But they got all this stuff happening in the Carnival cruises and all this stuff that is spiritual. Very key when we get to some of the aspects of what's going on. When we go into this particular this esoteric stuff in a few minutes. Now, this is a couple of things that's going on. Now, this is what you must understand for you people, because they're going to come after you. They're going to come after you like this. It's already happening to conscious people. You're going to get a call, and they're going to tell you that someone that you know has come down with AIDS and have named you as a person that they probably slept with the last 5-6 years. Now, they can't legally make you go take an AIDS test. Now, you got to understand what's going on. This is real crucial. They can't legally have you to go take an AIDS test. What they want to do is to scare you into having the AIDS test. Now, once they scare you into having it, then what's going to happen is you run down and you take the AIDS test. If you are conscious, you automatically are going to come down HIV positive, because there's no such thing as the AIDS. The AIDS that was in the 1980s, that was killing up homosexuals and killing up people and stuff like that, is no longer in America. They don't even use the biological warfare of AIDS that was invented. They don't even use that at all anymore. So when Valentine say the question that there is no AIDS, he is right in the particular aspect that they don't use that now to kill you in what they call AIDS. That's a biological biological warfare of the 1980s that they use in Africa and still use in Haiti. And even that cannot kill you. The only thing can kill you is the AIDS treatment. So now, if they would have kept that particular AIDS out, the physical AIDS and the one from the 1980s, they would have had, everybody would have been wiped out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody who can fucking don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying and all. But if I don't know nobody who got opportunity and don't do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So black or white, that would have wiped everybody out. So what they did was is basically they stopped that particular biological warfare. Because anybody, you know, this is, you should know by now that that was all invented. But the last 10 years, at least from 1991 on in, the AIDS that people have had was being induced based on the cure. So, on the cure. So, the key here is to make sure that you get the AIDS. They will call you up and try to get you or scare you into getting an AIDS test. Having an AIDS test is the most dangerous shit you can have in America at this particular time. If you are conscious, you automatically come down with AIDS. Because it is not the AIDS that you're coming down with, it is a lottery. It is the people deciding that you are going to die. Now take me instance, I got a friend, far back as 91. This cat was diagnosed HIV positive, but he used to hang out. He was right-hand man to Jesse Jackson and a government agent. Been in college since 1972. Ain't that a bitch? Been in college for 32 years. And he came down with AIDS in 1991. And he said, wait a minute, this is a mistake. He went down to the damn office, told them who he was, and they said, I'm sorry, Mr. So-and-so, you don't have AIDS. It was as simple as that. They had a lottery on who they were killing, as well as, I don't even want to say a lottery, because that's you know, we talking about something more than random. We talking about a direct order to kill conscious people. And so he got caught up in that because he was useful to the government. They told him he didn't have, you know, he didn't have AIDS. So the key here is this. The key is to get a superstar at a particular time like Magic Johnson, who all of a sudden appears on billboards all of 2003, starting in like December, or the end of last year, he starts appearing on damn billboards. Not only telling people to get tested, but using some new money, some new shit for some pharmaceutical company. But this is the key. The pharmaceutical shit is for white folks so they can make money off of it. For you, it's straight up death, especially if you're conscious. Now try to understand this. This is the reason why they had all these churches, Jesse Jackson, Farrakhan, and everybody telling you to take the AIDS test. That is because this is how they can kill you off. Now, once you take the AIDS test, this is the mystery. That's why you can't take the test. Once you take that test, they legally, by the laws that they have passed, can quarantine you. So it's interesting, as long as you don't take the test, you are free from anything the government gonna do. You see what I'm saying? As well as giving you some shit to kill you and call it AIDS. But when you take that test, you automatically have signed on to be quarantined for the rest of your life, and they can demand you take the medicine to die. You see, it's a beautiful way to kill you off and do it legally. You sign up for biological warfare. So you cannot take the test. That's why they're going around now telling that the number one person that has AIDS is the black man. I thought the black man was all locked up, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? It's the black man. And before that, it was the black woman. The mystery here is you are conscious. They know you're conscious. You see what I'm saying? They know all about you. And whenever you take that test, you automatically gonna come down HIV positive, because it is not AIDS. It's the AIDS test. And you summoning the government to kill your black ass. This is the mystery. They cannot give you the test if you don't want the test at all. But when you take that test, it's all over. That means that they, by law, the laws that they have passed, legally they can quarantine you, and legally they can make you take the medicine. And whenever you take that test, and they put you on the list as having AIDS, you are automatically looked on as, or you automatically go down as a terrorist if you have sex with somebody. Even if you don't have it, you are now, it's an act of terrorism if you have sex with somebody. The person that they call the fool to do that bullshit, to try to get her to go take the test, when they was reading all the laws, half the laws was up under the terrorist laws based on the terrorist bill. So you got to understand what the hell is going on at this particular time.